Since we are in coordinate geometry, we frequently will end up with coordinate points that we have to plot and then figure out the distance between them. We can simply do that using the Pythagorean theorem. So in this case, we have 0, -2, and 2, -5. First, we'll plot the points and see where we're at. So in this case, that is 0, -2. 0, -2 is that point right there, and 2, -5 is right over 2, down, right there at -5. We can connect the dots together. Now at this point, we just have a line, we don't have a triangle. But it's pretty simple to make the triangle by going over to the next point and down. It's essentially walking the block instead of crossing the park. Now we can count the units of our particular steps. We have 2 here, and we're going down 3 here. We don't need to put negatives on them because once we square the numbers, they'll become positive anyway. So we get 2 squared plus 3 squared is equal to c squared, whatever that is. Now we don't necessarily know off the top of our brains, but we can figure it out. So we get 4 plus 13, 9 is equal to 13. So therefore 13 is equal to c squared. We can go ahead and take the square root of both sides, giving us the square root of 13 is equal to c. Now you'll notice here I didn't put a plus or minus. And here's why. When we were doing the problems yesterday, those were just taking the square root of something in the abstract. Here, we're talking about the length of a side. Does a negative length of the side of a triangle make sense? Personally, I would say no. I don't think that's a thing. It doesn't make sense to me to have a negative length. So I wouldn't put a minus sign on this. So therefore, our only answer is positive. Knowing when to put positives and when to put negatives on these is a very important skill and one that we will develop further with practice. As always, let me know if there are additional questions.